Hello beauties, and this video is going to be based on how I make my candy apples. First, you will need a candy apple kit from your local flea market, and the candy apple kit will come with 10 popsicle stick and a pack of candy apple sugars. You will need some sandwich bags to put your candy apple in and some ties. I use ribbons to tie my candy apple up because I don't have little tags. You will need 1 cup of water, and 2.5 cups of sugar, which I normally use 2 cups, not a half. I use green apples because they're much sweeter and juicy and they get great taste. That's all you need. So right now I'm prepping my candy apples to put this popsicle stick, and from the look of it, I'm having a hard time because it's hard to push them popsicle sticks through the apple. So normally I use lollipop sticks to use for my candy apples, but this time I'm using the popsicle stick what the kit came with. So next time I use my normally routine, the lollipop sticks. And I'm only doing 8 apples, so I may do the other 2 or a couple more, but I'm just doing 8 for right now in this video. And my apples is all prepped up, so moving on. Now I'm just taking my cup of water and pour it into the pot. The pot is warm, so I've just warmed it up to the water. Now I'm going to take my cup of sugar and just pour that in the pot. That's 2 cups of sugar. I did not use I have a cup of sugar because I did not need it. And now I'm using my pack of sugar that came with the kit, and I'm cutting it open and just pour it right in there and let it sit and boil until it's hard and ready to use. I did use medium temperature because I didn't have a thermometer to tell me when it's ready, so you gonna see me use my spoon to tell me when it's ready or not. So here's like it's boiling. It's not completely ready, so it's boiling to get rock hard like candy. So I'm just letting it boil over. Now I'm getting ready to take my spoon to stir up a little bit, just to give it a touch. See, it's not ready. It's not that quite hard. So you can tell when it's hard when you run cold water over the spoon to tell you it's ready or not, and it's not ready at all. Not ready. You can use the spoon method if you don't have a thermometer, and this is my way of using this as my thermometer and my spoon method, because you can tell right here that it's ready when I run the cold water over it. It's ready. Now it hits the fun part, and I just take my candy apple and twist it, throw it down in the pot. So dip the candy apple in it, the apple and the candy apple, and just wait for it to drain and place it on a sheet of wax paper. Make sure you use like some baking sheet or wax paper that is non-stick. And I'm gonna continue this method, dipping the apples in a pot of candy apple. One tip for this: make sure you tip the pot just to get the candy on the apple. If you don't, there will be no apple on that, no candy on that apple. I'm just gonna tell you that. So just a tip and reminder, tip that pot to get some that candy on the apple. As you can see, I got my candy apples on a sheet of wax paper. If your apple and candy get bubbles in it, that's okay. Don't worry about it. But at least you did make a candy apple. And the candy is not on the whole apple. That's why I don't use popsicle stick. I use a lot of pop sticks because all the candy don't go on the apple like I want it to. So I'm not bad. I've been doing this for now a year now, so I'm not alone. People buy it and eat the candy apple. I'm satisfied. I'm a happy person, and my customers are happy too. Now you can see I'm using the sandwich bag and the little tie, the ribbon, and I'm putting my candy apple in the bag. And Lord knows I had a hard time tying this up. It took me like it didn't want to tie. That's why I use the little ties that you use for bread or something like that. But you can buy it out your local Walmart or Dollar Tree or Family Dollar to get that from. But I just had what I had. I used what I had on hand, so it's whatever to me as long as I get the job done. As you can see, I'm still tying them up in this little bit of ribbon. So I'm just tying them up and putting them to the side. So when I finish, I can just look over it. And here I'm just bagging the last few of what I have and tying them up. I'm bagging it first, and then I'm going back and tie it much faster and it's much easier. So I say, and I can say for myself, so it's getting the job done. And there you have it, all my candy apples looking good and ready to eat and bite into. Y'all, it's not my first time, but I'm normally make candy apples, but today it has been a stressful day and I still make my candy apples. Thanks for watching, and I see y'all in my next video, and make sure you subscribe and like and comment, and don't forget to thumb this video up. Bye.